All right, great. We're recording. Yeah, so as I was mentioning, any seller who has partnered with us in the past during tier one campaigns, and then what do I mean by tier one campaigns? I mean your Black Fridays, I mean your Jumia anniversary, they have seen a significant growth. If we're looking at a few numbers here, we're looking at before your tier one campaign, your sales were at this percentage, and during your tier one campaign, we've seen up to 200% growth. And thereafter, it doesn't stop it doesn't stop during the tier one campaign. The growth is even witnessed after the tier one campaign. And how do we manage to do this? We manage to do this by giving you maximum visibility during any tier one campaign. So what do I mean by that? During Black Friday, as we're having in November, you see that we're bringing a huge number of customers onto the platform. And so that greatly increases your visibility. Again, you're able to gain significant market share for the entire year. So a vendor who participates in our campaigns, in our tier one campaigns, specifically Black Friday, is able to gain a huge chunk of market share, and it actually sets them up for success throughout the year. In addition to that, we're also able to gain really good, insightful reporting. So we share with you really quality reports during the campaign, and even after that on Seller Center, you're able to view your performance before the campaign, after the campaign, during the campaign. And last but not least, you're able to build a really good relationship with our customer base. So any seller participating in Black Friday, you'll be able to at least give your shop good visibility, which sets you off well for the entire year. So a customer who has a good experience with your shop during Black Friday is most likely to come back to your shop, and therefore building a really good relationship throughout the year. Moving on. So the agenda for this meeting, how we're going to take you through it, is introducing our strategy for Black Friday, and giving you a few tips in terms of commercial aspects, what you need to do to succeed during Black Friday, what you need to do operationally to succeed during Black Friday, and then we'll have a quick Q&A session. I see some good questions coming in on the chat section, so we'll be able to answer that as we go along, and then we'll close the session thereafter. Good. Now getting into our ambition. So what do we want to achieve during this Black Friday? How are we going to run Black Friday? So what is our value proposition to our customers? Our value proposition is Kila Siku ni Black Friday. So between 5th and the 28th, every day in the month of November is going to be Black Friday. We have the biggest sale of the year. This is something that customers have been looking forward to since last year's Black Friday. They have been looking forward to coming on board this year and seeing what we have. We have new deals coming in every single day, new and exciting deals coming in every single day. Every Friday in the month of November will be an explosive Friday. So what do I mean by that? I mean that every Friday we'll have super exciting flash sales. We'll have vouchers going out. We have super exciting deals on Jumia Pay. And so as a customer, you stand a chance to win a lot from us and have a great shopping experience throughout this time. In terms of our animation and marketing plan, what are we going to do? So as I've mentioned, we have explosive days on Fridays. Each Friday is going to be an explosion day. We have brand days during the week. In addition to that, we have exciting games to engage our customers. So we have a spin and win, we have flip and win, and we're offering thousands of vouchers to be won by the customers. In addition to that, we are also giving out Prime offers. So as Jumia Prime is a subscription service where once you subscribe to a certain package, you get free delivery across all our platforms. So is it our Jumia Food? Is it our Jumia e-commerce? You're able to get free delivery once you subscribe to that. We will be giving 50% off Jumia Prime before Black Friday, just as an incentive to get our customers actively on board. And then during Black Friday, we'll be offering exclusive discounts to Prime customers. Therefore, even if you are a customer on Jumia, you're a vendor and a customer, we highly encourage you to spread the word that once you sign up on Jumia Prime at different rates, you'll be able to enjoy exclusive discounts as a Prime customer. We are also offering exclusive discounts on Jumia Pay, and so we'll be offering cashback as well as flash discounts, so flash sales and various discounts on Jumia Pay. And last but not least, we will also be offering customer vouchers. Now, in terms of the deals that we have, set for our customers. So we have thousands of flash sales on our top SKUs. We have numerous deals on all categories. We're offering free shipping, and last but not least, offering mind-blowing deals funded by our marketing team throughout the campaign. All right. Good. So what is our marketing plan going to look like during Black Friday? One, we have offline events. So we have our radio and we have our print media. So what do I mean by that? We have billboards going up. We have presence in the major radio stations. So you're looking at your classic 105s, you're looking at your vernacular stations. So we have presence in all those. In addition to that, we're giving our vendors maximum visibility on our website. So if you see how, if you're currently on the website right now, we are pushing Brand Festival. However, during Black Friday, we will be doing something similar to push Black Friday. We'll also be engaging our customers through exciting games. So as I've mentioned, we have Spin and Win, we have the Flip and Win games, we have vouchers that we'll be offering through influencers. So it's very exciting for our customer. We'll also be engaging customers through social media. So through our Facebook channels, Twitter, Instagram, etc. We'll be actively engaging our customers. We'll also be making use of celebrity influencers. So you name it, we have the influencer on our platform. They're going to be pushing different categories using vouchers as well. We'll be using personalized CRM, digital investment. We're also going to be on TV. So any good deal you give us, most likely will end up on TV. And on top of that, we're using top tier media coverage. Moving on, how to succeed during Black Friday. So I'm going to take you through the commercial aspect, what you need to do as a vendor to succeed during Black Friday. First thing I'm going to mention is having great deals. Now, having a great deal on Black Friday definitely guarantees you great sales. Why do I say this? Because as I've mentioned, customers look forward to this event. So a customer who shopped with us last year is most likely, we are guaranteed that that customer is going to come back this year. And why? Because they had a fantastic experience last year and they're going to come back here looking for even greater deals. Now, what qualifies as a great deal? We suggest that what we've seen in the past, what we've seen work for us in the past, we've seen that offering a customer up to 30% off the entire store works very well. We are seeing that offering a customer 40% off on bundles works extremely well. So if I see, if I look at our beauty guys, for instance, if a beauty vendor here, if you're looking at a bundle, so you're looking at a face mask, you're looking at a serum, you're looking at creams, all that into one, all that is one SKU, and you offer 40% off discount on that, that works extremely well. If you're offering 50% off on your best sellers, we are also encouraging you to do that. Ideally, that works extremely well. So customers are most likely to come to your shop if you have great deals. How can you submit these deals if you're looking to submit a deal on Black Friday? One, participate in our campaigns. So we have campaigns running right now on Seller Center. I believe everyone here knows how to access Seller Center. If not, just write a comment and we will guide you through that. Write a comment in the chat section and we will guide you through that. So we have what we're calling open CPs on Seller Center. They look similar to what we've posted here. So we have them running on each and every category. And then we have them running on all categories. We have them running on other flash sales. We have them running on different metrics we are pushing. So if you're a fashion vendor, choose your category, submit your deal there. If you're falling under the bedding section, choose your category, put your deals there. If you're falling under health and beauty, under FMCG, whatever you're falling under, whatever category you qualify for, submit your deals there. Make sure it's a good quality deal. As I've mentioned, 30% off works fantastic. 40% off works fantastic. 50% off and above, they work amazing. So if you're a vendor and you're looking to get aggressive sales and you're looking to make aggressive sales, during Black Friday, what I recommend for you, participate in our open CPs available on Seller Center. In addition to that, as I've mentioned, we have flash sales running every Friday. So we have Explosion Fridays, as I mentioned initially. What we're looking for on flash sales, we're looking for exciting deals that a customer can come in, available for a very short period of time. A customer will come in and immediately purchase the item. So ideally on Seller Center as well, flash sales are available for you to join. Registration end date for all campaigns is on 1st of November. Now, what you need to do as a vendor to participate in our campaigns? The first thing you need to do is maintain a good seller score. We recommend having a seller score of about 3 and above. Anything above 3, you know that you're eligible to participate in our campaigns. Number 2, having the correct discounts available. So for each category, we have prescribed a discount. So ideally, one would be maybe a 5% discount, a minimum of a 10% discount. However, you are not restricted to the amount you can give. Submit as many SKUs as possible with as many discounts as possible. We encourage that. We also encourage you having a minimum stock of about 5 products. However, that is the minimum. If you have more than that, we encourage that, and I will speak on assortment shortly. So for anyone joining us now, welcome to this year's event. We are kicking off we have just kicked off the event. We're excited to have you. If you're new on Jumia, this is the right time to come on board. If you're a seasoned vendor, we welcome you. We guarantee that this year is going to be better than last year. So we're just giving a few tips for those who have joined us, a few commercial tips of how to succeed as a vendor on Jumia. The first tip we mentioned was having great discounts. Great discounts equals great sales. Second tip I'm going to offer you is increasing your assortment. What do I mean by that? Throughout the year, this is a conversation we have been having. All those who have attended our trainings, you know that I have been insisting on increasing your assortment. Why is that? Because even you as a vendor, and as a vendor, you also qualify to be a customer. If you walk into any store, any shop, and you see a shop with on the aisle, 5 items, there's really nothing incentivizing you to shop in that store. And therefore, we say the same way you would not go into a supermarket and be attracted by 5 items on the aisle, on the store, or on the shelf, is the same way a customer coming to your shop and seeing only 5 items, only 10 items on your store will not be very incentivized, will not be very captivated to shop with you. So what we encourage is that we encourage you to increase your assortment. You have no maximum number of SKUs that you can list with us. You can list as many as you want. So make sure you're increasing your assortment because increasing your assortment guarantees, or at least increasing your chances of selling. Okay, as I've mentioned, we're expecting up to 10+ million customers to visit our platform during Black Friday. So you're not telling me all these 10+ million customers will not see an item on your store that they're convinced to buy. How do you do this? Go to Seller Center, upload products, upload your images, make sure your content is good enough, and therefore you increase your chances of selling. In addition to that, we also have an assortment challenge that I will speak on a little bit later. But one thing to keep in mind, increase your assortment. So one, what was our first tip for you commercially to increase your sales? Great deals equals great discounts equals to great sales. 2, increase your assortment. Number 3, sponsor your products. What do I mean by sponsoring your products? I'm not sure if anyone here has not used sponsored products. If you've not used sponsored products, let us know in the chat section and we'll be able to lead you through it. So what do we mean by sponsored products? Sponsored products are what give you visibility. They are what boost your product to the top. Now, on Jumia, we have 10,000 plus active sellers. We have almost 9 million SKUs running on our platform. How do you make sure that your SKU or your best performing products are visible to a customer? One way to do that is operationally. Make sure the SKU has good ratings. Make sure the SKU is well priced. Make sure the SKU has good content. Once you do all that, another way to boost your visibility is by purchasing a sponsored product package. In doing that, you're able to make sure that your best SKUs are available for visibility. Your customers are able to see them. To purchase a sponsored product package, go on to Seller Center, click on the boost your sales tab, and you'll be able to purchase a package. We have a package going for as low as 1,500 shillings, and each and every single one of our packages have exciting bonuses as well, and we'll be increasing these bonuses during Black Friday. So make sure you're giving your best selling SKUs maximum visibility by purchasing a sponsored product package. Number 4, submitting newsfeed posts. Now, as I've mentioned, we are working on giving, as Jumia, we are working on giving our sellers maximum visibility. And one way we are doing that is through our new feature called Newsfeed. If you've used Newsfeed, let me know you've used it and let me know your experience in our comment section, in our chat. Newsfeed is a new tool that we've recently rolled out. It is giving you free visibility for now, so I'm encouraging vendors. Please submit as many posts as you want on Newsfeed. Newsfeed works the same way Newsfeed works on Facebook. It works the same way it works on Instagram. So it's a very small snippet of your store. You can use any message, you can post any message. So if you're new on Jumia, tell us that you're new on Jumia. Show us what product you have that you're selling on Jumia through Newsfeed. If you have an exciting deal you want to post on Newsfeed at 30% off, 50% off, post it on Newsfeed and we'll market it for you for free. Ideally, this is something that customers customers are redirected to your page, to the entire shop rather, through Newsfeed. So what I would encourage you to do is submit your posts. We have a section on Seller Center as well that guides you through the way of submitting your posts on Newsfeed and the templates to use as well. Fantastic. I can see Elijah here saying that he used Newsfeed and his sales increased. That is fantastic. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad to see that. Other tips to remember commercially. One, as I've mentioned, I cannot stress enough, guys, always make sure you have competitive pricing. I hear some people saying, I've used sponsored products, does not work well for me. And one thing I always tell you is something like sponsored products, you need to be very, very crafty here. Why do I say that? Sponsored products will give you the visibility you're looking for. So to boost you to the top, definitely will do that. However, to give you that conversion, what do you need to do? Make sure you're having competitive pricing. Another thing I also encourage vendors to do, make sure you have sufficient stock. So as I've mentioned, we're expecting 10 million plus customers to come to our platform during Black Friday. It doesn't make sense for the customer to come to our platform, click on Elijah's shop, and Elijah is out of stock. Yeah. So we always encourage you guys, make sure you have sufficient stock, especially during our Black Friday event. Make sure you're increasing your assortment. Make sure you have enough stock. Another thing we encourage our vendors to do is that if you're signing up onto if you're signing up with OpenCPs, make sure your products are the trendiest products. Make sure your products are current, things that our customers are looking for. I believe that everyone has received the insights, the market insights that we sent out. If you have not received the market insights, make sure you leave a comment in our chat section and we will send them to you. The market insights that we shared with you are simply telling you what customers have been looking to receive, what offers they're looking to receive during Black Friday, what products they're looking for during Black Friday. So if you've not received those insights, make sure you leave us a little comment here and we will send them to you. Catherine, we will answer your question about using Newsfeed. So I'm seeing all those. Good, Dennis, I can see that you want us to send market insights to you. We will send them to you as well. So keep those questions coming and we will answer them as we go along. Final tip during Black Friday is having great content. And what do I mean by great content? I need you to have good quality images. I need you to have good descriptions. Again, as always on Jumia, one thing I always advise our vendors is this. Unlike your physical shop, customers are not able to come and touch your items. Customers are not able to see your items. How do they see the items? They see the items through the content you post for us. So having good content is really, really encouraging for our customer. Having good quality images, very good. Having good quality descriptions, another great way you can increase your sales. We also have a little a discount on our production services. So head on to Seller Center, check out the discounts we're offering. If you need assistance, we are always here to help you. So I'm going to pause there. Let's just do a quick recap on the commercial aspects you can use to increase your sales during Black Friday. 1, having great discounts. 2, participating in our campaigns that are running on Seller Center. We have flash sales running. We have discounts running across all categories. So make sure you join and sign up right now on our on Seller Center, and sign up for those different open CPs. Third way is sponsor your products. Make sure you're giving your product maximum visibility. Do not have a good product, good content, fantastically priced item, and no one can see it. What is the point? Guys, I encourage you. I cannot stress enough, sponsor your products. 3, use our free feature on newsfeed. To answer the question on newsfeed, so I see a few questions here on newsfeed. Sign into Seller Center, and there are a few tabs on Seller Center that show there are a few tabs on Seller Center that are redirecting you to different aspects. So the last tab is on newsfeed. I see Elijah here posted that he used newsfeed last week and it increased his sales, which is what it does. It's a free feature, so you are not limited to the amount of content you can post. Perhaps maybe we can show on Seller Center how it looks. So maybe Edward, you can change your screen and just sign into Seller Center and show us how the newsfeed feature looks. There you go. So I'm hoping everyone is actively signing into Seller Center at least 3 times a day. So I usually encourage my vendors, sign into Seller Center at least 2 times a day to see what's happening, get the news of the day, see how see what we're communicating to you as Jumia. Now, if I'm just to go back, Edward, to Seller Center quickly, there you go. And then right under the big banner of submit your deals today, we have these little icons here. At the very end, we have newsfeed. So the page you are redirecting us to, click on it. Fantastic. It redirects you to a form. And on this form, what you'll need to do is fill out a few details and then submit some content. So if you go, just scroll down, Edward. Scroll down. It gives you a little bit of insight. There you go. So it gives you a little bit of information on how newsfeed works. Newsfeed is similar to what we have on Facebook, similar to what we have on Instagram. It will appear as a little snippet on Instagram or on Facebook, and then it will show your message. So one thing we need from you when you're signing up on newsfeed, give us your store name, put in your email, your mobile phone number in case we need to reach out to you about your message. Give us a link to your Jumia store, and then put in about 50 characters of a message that you need to send to your customers. So is it 50% off on this particular phone? Is it 20% off on these jeans that you're offering? Is it shop now with us? So whatever message you have, put it there. We have a template for you, so we've made this easier by creating a template for you in which you can use to upload your content. Yeah, so if you go back to our presentation again, just to wrap up on the commercial tips, make sure your pricing is always competitive. Make sure that you have sufficient stock. Make sure your products are current, are trendy, are what customers are looking for. If you need access to our market insights, put in your email at the chat section and we will send them to you. And then make sure that finally your content is good enough. We are offering some really good incentives for our vendors this year. So there are a few commercial incentives that we have, and then Edward will take you through the operational incentives that we are offering. So one, if you increase your assortment as a vendor, we are going to reward you for doing this. Why are we insisting on increasing your assortment? As I've mentioned, even you as a customer, when you walk into a supermarket, find 10 items only in the supermarket. Nothing incentivizes you to go and shop there. So the same thing on Jumia. If you want to increase your sales, one very quick way of doing it is by increasing your assortment. We are rewarding vendors who increase the assortment drastically between now and Black Friday. We will officially launch our assortment challenge on Monday. So any SKUs you add between Monday and the beginning of Black Friday, you stand a chance to win. What are the rules for participating in this? 1, do not duplicate your products. So if you have a product, make sure it's a single SKU and it is not duplicated. 2, all the new products you upload must be live during Black Friday. We're offering a fast prize to the vendor who uploads the most products during Black Friday. Our first prize will be a 43-inch smart TV and a 20,000 shillings sponsored product package. Our second prize is going to be a 3.5-liter air fryer accompanied with a 10,000 shillings sponsored product package. Our third prize for the third seller who uploads the most SKUs is going to be a sponsored product package worth 3,000 shillings. So I'm encouraging you guys, make sure not to miss this assessment challenge. We are launching it officially on Monday. Vendors who have the highest SKUs, vendors who enlist the highest products between Monday and the beginning of Black Friday stand a chance to win really exciting gifts. Great. Now we're going to go into our operational tips. I'm going to hand over to Edward, but we'll continue answering your questions as you post them on the chat section.
Thank you, Trufena, for that lively insight into commercial tips and ideally what vendors need to be aware of, what they need to do more sales. So as part of the Black Friday prep, also in terms of vendors and also us, I'll be giving you a few tips on operational, right? And the first one, which is the most important one, which I want to emphasize, is on seller score, right? I want to make sure, like, before Black Friday starts, like, your seller score is ideally very high, so that more chances of you having a sale, because seller score also is linked to visibility of your products, right? You can do the sponsored products, you can add your assortment, but also seller score is an important tool, because how it works is that if you have a higher seller score, the more visibility that is given to you towards the site, okay? So in terms of seller score, since it calculates on a 4 weeks basis, right? I'm preparing you from now till Black Friday. Ideally, you protect your seller score. If you are above 4.5, and between 4 and 5, maintain that seller score until Black Friday starts. If you're below 3, sadly, I'll give you tips on how you can improve your seller score by the time Black Friday starts, so that also you can have even the massive visibility that seller score also gives on the website in terms of the mechanisms. Okay, so let me just start off by saying seller score is typically on your seller center, the way you see it here. It's based on 3 metrics. Obviously, the first one is the cancellation, second one is on the return rate, and the third is the customer rating. Okay, so I'll take you through each one of them. If you're down on one, on what you can use to improve. We already have the seller score seminar, which happened on the 6th. So I'll just take you on how to improve it, okay? So on cancellation rate, like, it's pretty simple for this one. This one is totally on your control, right? What you need to do on your seller center is that you log into seller center, go to orders, click here on completed, and then click on cancel. And then on the filter, choose something called out of stock. It will filter everything on your seller center that ideally is canceled either by you or it being late on fulfillment. So ideally the system cancels on your behalf. Kindly note that, just for clarity, that any customer cancellation, as you can see here, fulfillment was too long for customer 6, no reason. So sourcing of fulfillment change, any other reason that is not ideally an out of stock, either due to late fulfillment, like you didn't drop it off within our next day drop off, or you cancel on your end, right? That does not affect your score, right? Only the ones that you cancel, all the system cancels because of late fulfillment, is the one that affects your score. And then just to get into how now you can get what is damaging you on your cancellation rate, right, is if you extract now all these out of stock orders, you'll be able to see which orders and which items like have a high impact on you. So either you now look for maybe an alternative source if you do source for the products, right? And if you have a management system whereby you have an inventory management system, try to look in a way whereby even though you put products on seller center and you say your inventory management system, for those ones who have physical stock at their shop, is that you put less of what you actually have if your inventory management system is not that correct. That's how you make sure you reduce out of stock. And this is purely on your control. The second one is ideally on quality return rate, right? So what do we mean by this? This is items, right, that are returned by customer and are vendor fault reasons, okay? These are the ones that impact your score. What do I mean by vendor fault reasons? I mean items that come back, right, and the effective And once they are confirmed that it's effective, they come back to you so that you can collect. In which, for this kind of items, right, it could be even for fashion or beauty. Fashion, maybe it's wrong size and it's actually size 12 and not 13. Okay. And anything that is ideally not vendor fault reasons, you can check on your return orders at the bottom. You'll be able to see if anything that is written either none or Jumia, that one is ideally doesn't affect your score. So what you do is that you do the same thing what you do on cancellation rate, right? You go to your seller center, you click here on completed, and then you go to returned, right? But this one is now returned orders and extract, right? And try to see which items ideally is returning for you to your store frequently, in which you need to make an action on your end. Maybe you need to change maybe the buyer of the stock that you have. Maybe you need to put more content on the product that you have. Like, it's not that descriptive. Maybe the words is not there. If it's dresses, maybe it's sleeveless, and so on and so forth. That's how you protect now in terms of quality return rate. And then lastly, it's on customer rating. Okay. Now, for customer rating, what you just need to do is, if you go to your seller center, right, just redirect from your product side, click on any product on your shop, right? And then once you click on any product, if it redirects to your shop, you'll be able to see all the products, ideally, that have ratings. Now, I'm not saying, because some vendors have more than 1,000 items on the platform, some have 500. I'm not saying you go to every single product, but you view anything that has less than 3 ratings, right? Those are the items that you need to look out for. Let's say, for example, for this vendor, which is random, right? They have a rating of 5-star, which is very good because arrived in good condition and thanks for the gifts, right? The vendor sells an item with free Mobi gifts. So ideally, the vendor drops off the items and make sure everything is in the package and it's not something that is defective in a very short period of time. Okay. If we go back, so that's how to improve your customer rating. So look at anything that is less than 3 stars, right? And then if you see that you have a lot of 2 and 1 star, right, on your products, right, it means there's something wrong with that product, in which it's worthwhile to have a look, right? And once you check those items, try, even if it's electronics, if you are able to test from your source or from where your manufacturing is, find out if other customers on offline are returning the products and if it's okay. Okay, so this is how you make sure that you reduce your customer rating, right? Because what you want to achieve is something like this, whereby if you join the Black Friday campaigns, right, you want your items that are posted and are on the campaign banners, right? Like the reviews that the customers read is, I love it, it's fantastic, so that you just get more sales onto your shop, right? Because the idea is for your shop to have more ratings, a good seller score, a low return rate, no cancellation rate, so that you give the best experience to the customer, which means more sales for you and more delivered orders during Black Friday. Okay, so those are the 3 tips. Now, in terms of, in general, how to make the best use of Black Friday, this coming Black Friday, is one, in terms of now shipping speeds, right? For the vendors who are in Jumia Express, since we take care of all the logistics in terms of packaging, delivery to the customer, you have no problem. But the ones who are now doing drop-off at our hubs, either in Westlands or in Central Business District or Karen or downtown and so on and so forth, right? Or Mombasa Road, you need to drop off your orders. Try as much as possible to drop off your orders same day. And if worst case scenario, next day, right? This ensures that there's faster delivery to the customer, okay? And secondly, on the drop-off, or the vendors who drop off at their hubs, try to make the drop-off before 12 p.m. so that ideally you avoid the long queues at the hub. Because between 3 and 5 p.m., there's normally a rush at the drop-off hubs, which is it's quite inconveniencing towards also you. So if you try to make it before 12 so that you even leave faster and you can focus on more orders to drop off the next day. Okay. And then lastly, when making sure that you're dropping off, please ensure that you print the carrier manifest. Okay. So when you're printing your orders, right, for the orders that you're going to fulfill, they're in two parts. There's the shipping label, the one that you attach on the package, right, on the packaging material. And then there's also the carrier manifest. The carrier manifest is basically a list of items that you're dropping off, so that the shipping agent who's at the hub, right, our shipping agents at the hub can be able to sign, and it's proof that you actually dropped off the item, which is perfect, and then gives you coverage of if there's any issue of you sent your rider or your driver or your logistical partner and they said they drop it off and they didn't. So this is proof that actually it was handed over to Jumia. Now, the second thing, which is also crucial, is in terms of stock update. Okay. If you're used to, let's say, 10 orders a week or 20 orders a week, right? And you update your stocks, let's say 2 times a day. During Black Friday, try to update your stocks as much as possible, even if it's 3 times a day, as often as you can, so that the stock that you have on your seller center is reflective of what you have on your physical shop. Okay. And for the vendors who actually now, let's say, get it from their supplier or manufacturer or distributor, make sure that you keep him in check and him updating you on current stocks. It will be better even though he sends you even morning and evening stocks of what is left, so that you're not hit with a high cancellation during the event, because your sales is most likely to triple and double. So you'll have double the number of orders that you should have. So make sure that you update your stock, especially the items that you've posted, which was maybe 6 months or 8 months ago, right? That you haven't really checked. So it's good for you to just run through your seller center and check the products that you updated. Let's say even 1 year ago, if you are like a vendor who's been with us for quite some time, right? So that you're not hit with orders and the item is not ideally available on the market. Okay. Now, lastly is on product quality. Okay. Now, we try to emphasize this on product quality because we want to make sure that you give the best experience to the customer, right? There is no returns. So on this particular Black Friday event, we want to make sure that once you're dropping off the orders, please make sure that your physical item matches the content that you've posted. Okay. So pay close attention, especially on the description part, whereby you've put, let's say it's 300 watts and the physical item is 250 watts. Okay. So to avoid that issue of quality check, rejected items. So just make sure like what you're putting, especially on the campaigns, the physical product, because these are the ones that will get visibility, right? You'll have more sales. Like the physical product matches the content that is on the website. So if you have a size 12 black dress, right? It's not gray dress, it's a black dress. So that once orders come in, it's just fulfillment and then fulfillment towards the customer. And then lastly, just to make sure that the item also reaches in perfect and top-notch condition towards the customer, is that you follow the packaging guidelines. It's already at the hubs on the posters, and it's also on our vendor hub on packaging guidelines. And after this session, we'll also send this PowerPoint and also on how to package, because some items are a bit fragile than others are not. Some need to put on the flyer, some need to put on the box, some need bubble wrap, some don't. Okay, so it depends on the type of product that you sell. So most products have hard packages. Some products are a bit sensitive. So for those ones, you need to follow the packaging guidelines. So you put bubble wrap, and put inside the flyer or put inside the box, right? Whichever seems convenient and ideally follows our guidelines to avoid returns, because we just want to make sales and delivered orders so that it just hits your account statements and you are paid. Okay. Now, apart from just preparing for Black Friday, right? I want to give you additional tips to remember, right? Now, also during this Black Friday, we've been having the next day drop-off. If you are a new vendor, let me just bring it back. So as of 1st September 2021, we introduced a a system whereby any order that is received today on your seller center before 5 p.m. should be dropped off the next day. Now, why do we want to achieve this? It's because we want to make sure that orders gets delivered faster towards the customer, so there's less delivery fails, there's less excuses from customers that the item is late to cancel the order. And then faster delivery means faster delivered orders, which means it hits your account statements faster, so that there's more payout on your if you're on monthly payout, or your weekly. If you're on weekly, there's more payout in that week than it was before. And from feedback on some of the vendors, yes, delivery fail has reduced significantly during this. So even during Black Friday, we want to have the same ambition, whereby orders received before 5 p.m. to be dropped off the next day. But in the event that vendors are unable to ship in time, you can request for an extension. Okay, if you're unable to ship in time for those orders for next day drop-off, you can ask for an extension, in which we will grant. Okay, but we advise that with the tips of, stock up, update your stock updates regularly on Seller Center, you shouldn't have a big impact. And then we have a successful Black Friday. Okay, now the second one is on capacity preparation, not only on your side as vendors, but also on our side. On our side, right, at the hubs, we're increasing the number of shipping agents because we expect more volumes. We're also increasing the number of people at the help desk at Cantaria and other hubs that are remote, right? They're also going to ramp up capacity on their side, so that they take care of the number of influx of orders that's going to come in. Okay. Now, also on your side, right? Because you expected to have more volumes. So if you have a physical shop, right, have backup staff, right? Because on the order volume, since they will be high, right, so that you can manage next day drop off, have someone, even if it's your nephew who's at home, call him up and tell him to help you prepare the orders. Okay, there's no harm in that. Also, be vigilant, right, when packing the orders in terms of this capacity preparation, because you're putting more people on board. So make sure the people who are packing the orders for you, if at the drop-off hub, right, who are helping you, that they match ideally the physical item with the shipping label correctly, right, so that you don't have any wrong items. So it's both ways. It's both for you, the vendor, and also us in preparation. Because with high volumes also, you might be overwhelmed on some days. So you should have some backup to help you with the orders. Okay. Now, the third thing, which I've touched on, which is quite important also, is that apart from that is on the packaging guidelines. Okay. So if I redirect this, right, on the packaging guidelines, it's on Vendor Hub and gives a snapshot of every single category, right? And there's a video on how to package. Okay. Now, as you can see, we've given clear directions on some items. So let's say like grocery, things that are sensitive, grocery and fast-moving consumer goods, right? If you sell unga, sugar, oil, beauty products, right? Lotion and so on and so forth. If you put it in a flyer without the bubble wrap, more chances of it get damaged is high in transit. So those items, you put it in a box. Okay. Some items don't need the box, just need a flyer, because the items have a harder outer box. The main packaging material has a very hard box. So it's you just use a shrink wrap, just to cover for dust, right? And every single category is here, so that can help you on your guidelines for shipping products, so that it reaches to the customer in top-notch condition. Okay. Now, another thing that is crucial, which I need to emphasize also, anyone that is new on the call, is regarding the razor claim. It's on your seller center. It's pretty visible. It's an icon on your homepage. Okay. So for any queries, any extension of next day drop off, this is where you do it, so that we can actually action it on our end. And if you want to come visit us, we have no problem. We have a help desk. We'll ramp up the capacity for the help desk before Black Friday starts, because we're expecting more vendors, right? For the other hubs, just use the return station for any queries, or use the razor claim. Okay, so quite crucial for this, for any queries or issues that you have. Now, The other thing is regarding packaging material. Now, on our side, we are making sure that during this Black Friday, we have enough packaging material for all categories so that we don't have any stockouts. Okay. Now, but also on your end, right, have at least 2 to 3 days of packaging materials at hand, right? Like between 2 to 3 days, you have packaging material to fulfill orders before you go and buy at the hub, right? Because every single hub has a packaging station whereby you can buy at hand, right? But to reduce, the queues at the line at the packaging station, have 2 to 3 days to help have your operations faster for your order drop off. Okay, and then lastly, in the event like we damage your items, right, on returns, right, before you leave the hub, right, make sure that you visit either our help desk if you're a vendor who drops off at Cantaria, or the return station in any of the other hubs, right, for a claim for anything that is Jumia fault damages for compensation. Okay, please make sure you do this so that we manage the experience on the vendor, but with the packaging guidelines being followed, this should be minimum, and we don't have a lot of damaged items from our side. And then lastly, just to ping, because as of also 1st September 2021, we introduced the 30-day forfeiture standard operating procedure, whereby we'll be keeping your items for 30 days. Any return that comes back to our hubs, we'll keep it for you for 30 days. But after 30 days, daily will have to forfeit the item. So make sure even when you're dropping off orders, you pick up also your returns, okay? So that you can, the flow goes on your items, and you're able also to reconcile on your items so that you don't have a lot of items also with us. So that's just a quick reminder on that, okay? Now, in terms of operational incentives that we have, now we are going to give for the same day shipping, because right now we already moved towards next day drop off. So every single vendor is hitting the next day drop off, which is within 24 hours. So what we'll give, right, is 20 Kenya shillings for 90% of the orders shipped the same day. But don't worry, this is only during Black Friday, but for September orders, right, we'll still have the 24 hours, which we are going to reimburse by next week. We're just waiting for the orders to close for the month on the weekend. So, but after in October and November, we'll do the same day shipping, because now we've just moved to the next day drop off, right? And then in which with this, right, it's happy customers and happy vendors, because if I receive my item in time, I'm able to receive it, gets delivered, and then hits your seller center. I cannot emphasize this more, and it reduces the chances of delivery fail significantly on your shop, okay? With that closing remark, right, I think we'll go to the questions on the chat, or any clarification on what we present.
All right, great. Thanks, Edward. For those who have just joined us, or those who have been joining us as we go through, so welcome to this year's session.